There's one thing I hate, apart from being in traffic jams, which does my complete head in, is being thought of as a tourist. Go, 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 go! Market. Yeah,
Full magnifique extraordinaire.
The 10 down now, get the road. Got everything that I want from the Picos Mountains. Good night's sleep. I'm going to get on the road now and head towards, still head towards Lisbon. And then, well, I need a coffee, definitely. This is perfect, marvellous. The blokes down the road said I could just put my tent up in the middle of the village. Nice. I like Portugal, friendly place. You found a camping little spot for me in the village.
Yeah.
Yeah? You've been very good. Thank you very much.
No.
Get off there, hang on. Yeah? So where do you want me to put me? Over there? So over there?
Yeah, the back side.
Tell me.
Put the camping the back side. Oh, the tables. It's no problem.
So I've got tables and everything, and you're going to cook for me. Come here. Yeah, see, yeah, in the cafe, in the restaurant tonight.
Yeah.
So I can eat, do some work. Tobacco.
Tobacco.
No, tobacco.
Tobacco.
That's Spanish. There's nothing like Portuguese.
Spanish
I know
tobacco.
yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Spanish, no.
No, it's not. Anyway, he's a cafe bloke, and I'm going to go and camp over there, and everything's good.
Yeah.
Fantastico.
Yeah.
See you later. To the village green nearby, so it's all really lovely. It's really, really friendly. And here's my food. Well, I don't know if you can review a chip. But they are very nice. Portuguese chips. Well, I'm packing my bike now. I had a reasonably good night's sleep, apart from barking dogs. And I'm going to go to the cafe and have some breakfast, the same one I went to last night. Yeah. So, oh, right. There you go. Good. Yeah. Stupid barking dog. Shut up. God, why are dogs so mental? Why have they got to go bark all night? I love these Wigglies, they're great. I'm on my way to Lisbon. I want to go to probably go to the Sintra Palace. I want to get to Lisbon today and leave this afternoon and get on the road towards southern Portugal and Spain. I'm just going to pull up in this gas station. Here we go, hang on. Yeah. You always find someone to talk to. I've just come to a gas station here in Portugal and I met Carlos here. Yes. And tell me, Carlos, what do you think about Portugal? You know,
yes,
tell
Portugal,
me.
It's a beautiful country. It's safety. I like this region. It's the interior of Portugal. You have beautiful views. Yes, it is.
and it's a great place to motorbike.
Yes, it's a great place. You have a beautiful road with a nice...
the bends. The
yes,
curves.
yes.
Nice.
And the river, it's beautiful.
Carlos, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a nice trip.
Bye-bye. 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 You know, what you've got to do is ask someone politely that you're doing a blog and, you know, to say nice things about the country they live in. They just want to be part of that theatre. It's not complicated. Well, I've just met Joe, who runs a hostel here wherever I am in Portugal, and he's lived in 13 countries. So, Joe, you must have an idea what Portugueseness is all about. What is it to be Portuguese?
Well, it's about traveling, discovering.
Yeah.
Seeing new countries, new places, new cultures.
Is this why you had great explorers like Ferdinand Magellan and Vasco da Gama?
I suppose it comes from there, yes.
Because it came from a very small country, really.
It is. It is a small country. Because it's small, then you have to go elsewhere. In some countries, because it's so big, and they got everything, like the US. Many, very few people have passport because they got everything in their own country. Well, we have to go and look for other countries for discovering new things.
And you're facing the sea.
Absolutely.
So you're very much a seafaring nation.
Absolutely. It's quite, I think somehow in the background, like that's the sea. You go on a boat and then the sky's the limit, whatever comes on the other side.
Because everybody says when you come to Portugal, it's an incredibly friendly country. And I've found that. Why are you so friendly?
Well, in fairness, I really lived in many, many countries. I never had problems in any of the countries. If you go with a friendly approach, you get a friendly approach. So I guess when people come here, they come with a friendly approach. I mean, there is idiots everywhere in the world. But if you go with a friendly approach, most often you get like a friendly approach.
You do, absolutely. Yeah.
I suppose that's it. You come with a smile, but you get a smile.
See you guys. Oh, that was lovely, lovely, friendly little tiny village. They made me so welcome. It was brilliant. Anyway, now we're going to go on the way to Lisbon and see what happens there, and then get the other side of Lisbon and carry on into Spain. Okie dokie. Well, the whole thing's really nice around here. I mean, gosh, look at it. Oh, I mean, it's really stunning, isn't it? All of it. All of it is really great. You know, it's a privilege to belong, well, sort of, belong to the continent of Europe. How could we not be part of all this beauty and this charismatic history? Look at that. That's all I say is these stupid things. Look at that, isn't it amazing? Wow, gosh, that's gorgeous. Can't I think of anything else? Hang on, let's get around this corner. But really, you know, the topography and the architecture and the historicalness and the oranges growing on trees. That always amazes me. But I don't know anything about the Sintra Palace. I do know that it was built in the 1300s. I do know that that it's the residence. It was the residence of the King of Portugal. It was very Moorish. I don't know if I can get my motorbike up there, and I do know that if I can't, I'm probably not going. I've got a policy basically that if I've got to walk, I'm not going to go up. Oh God, I can't get around here. Well, I should be able to, but I'm a bit nesh. And I'm not quite sure what happens here, but I'm going through it. Gosh, look at this. Yes, of course, it's another tourist hotspot, and I can't go up there. Oh, I'm going to park around here somewhere. I'm going to park here and be done with it. Nobody will mind. The great thing about motorcycling is that you can put your bike anywhere. Nice. Got to Sintra, and it's great. Sintra, sorry. And I'm looking at this guy here. He's giving me a coffee. Say hello.
How are you doing, everyone?
We're still in
Welcome to
Portugal.
Portugal.
Yeah, welcome to Portugal. We love Portugal. Tell me a little bit about Portugal, young man.
Portugal is beautiful. I think I'm Portuguese. I'm suspect, but the landscape, the people, especially north, I think it's the greatest country in Europe right now. To be honest with you.
I don't know. I mean, I just was looking at the bloke across the road in Sintra. Here we are, you know, sort of, where are we? East of, west of Lisbon. It's great, he gives me a free coffee, that's lovely. And a nice little sort of historical sort of snapshot of this wonderful palace here. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm on a motorcycle, or maybe it's because I'm blogging, I don't know. But these free coffees are rather lovely, I'm getting into it. You see, that's great. You can just chat with anyone, really, if you're kind of, you know, a chatty kind of person like I am. And there's one thing I hate, apart from being in traffic jams, which does my complete head in, is being thought of as a tourist. And yet, I know I really am a tourist, I know that. But I'm a tourist adventurer, which is a little bit different, I guess. We bikers, we like to think we're a bit different. Maybe that's just us being a bit silly about it, but, you know, we ride our individual transport, we are individuals, we do our own thing, and I suppose we should allow ourselves a little bit of recognition for being different, I guess. Anyway, that's my view. I'm a bit biased, but this is great. The great thing about tourism at the end of the day, when you think about it, is that it does bring people together. We are allowed to enjoy each other's great sights, each other's points of interest, you know, and the people who run these points of interest are allowed to make a bit of money from us. So having arrived in the centre of Sintra and right by the palace, the National Palace, I know it's a whistle-stop tour. You need years to do what I'm doing, going around the edge of Europe, to do it properly. Yes, it is that whistle-stop tour. I'm only seeing bits of everything that I want to see. But and in that sense, it's compromising. But at least I see some of the bits that I want to see than not see it at all. In that sense, it works for me. We're arrived in Sintra, we're leaving Sintra, going on to Lisbon. And I think there I'll have a flat white, dash through, then we'll head off to the hills. And I found a cafe which is called the Café de Brasileira. And it was founded in 1905. And it's, you know, it'll be obviously all great cafes founded in those days would be haunts of great authors and people writing their literary epics. And that appeals to me hugely. So that's what we're going to go and do. We're in search of the Great Flat White, or if not the Great Flat White, at least a great place to have one. See ahead is this wonderful column with a statue on the top. Goodness gracious, I should know what it is, but I don't. And I said that wonderful, creative, moody sky. Does that mean rain later? There we go. Oh, lovely. It's probably the founder of Lisbon or something. Let's ask this taxi driver. Hello. Hello. Who's that? On the statue? Portuguese Pomal. Yeah. Who's he?
It's one guy who started the city.
He did. He founded the city of Lisbon. Yeah. Nice one. Thank you very much. Lovely, lovely. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, I'm all right. Oh, so that's who he is. The founder of Lisbon. That bloke. Dear me. Right, just another lifetime waiting for the lights to change. Oh no, I'm alright. Can I go? Yeah, I can. Look at this dude on his scooter. Nice one. Yeah. Gosh, he can do things I can't do. Well, I found a spot here. I've got the table, my bike's just there, perfect timing, absolutely amazing, that's it. Yeah, I tell you what, I want that one there, the hamburger à brasileira. Sure. Thank you very much.
That's medium rare or well done?
Rare. Yeah, thank you. And please may I have a Coca-Cola?
Sure.
And that's it.
All right, thank you.
And thank you very much indeed. Thank you, sir. Thank you. There we are.
Thank you.
Marvellous. Great. That's it. I'm going to treat myself to a burger, some chips, and a Coca-Cola. Hello, I've just met this bloke here. That's you. Yeah, and he's from Bulgaria. I've bought him a coffee as well.
Bulgaria.
Yeah, Bulgaria.
Bulgar.
Yeah, that's it.
Yamanisto. Namapari.
Yeah.
Yamapari.
Ah, here it comes. Whoops. Marvellous, there we are. Thank you very much indeed. Pop it down there. Much. Thank you. Obrigado. Thank you so much. Here we are, met these lovely people, the Canadians who were in Lisbon, and they're bikers. So why do you like biking in Europe?
I like the atmosphere, the switchback roads. Basically, that's it. The scenery is amazing, and meeting people in Europe is amazing.
Don't you find Europeans are very friendly?
Extremely friendly.
They're very accommodating.
Never, I think, in my travels had an issue so far.
And you've both been riding?
Yes, I'm riding too. I've been riding for about 12 years
And
now.
I've been riding for about 40.
And what about coming back to Portugal? Love it?
Yeah, we
probably will.
But on a bike.
On a bike.
On a bike.
This is the great thing actually about, you know, just standing still or standing next to a bike as charismatic as mine. People come up and chat to you because they're bikers and they just want to talk to another biker. That was nice. A couple of Canadians there who've got their own bikes and they saw my Enfield and yeah, they wanted to chat. Anyway, I'm going to get on my bike now and then I'm going to head, where am I going? I've got East-West dyslexia. And I'm heading back towards Spain.
But I saw the new model, the bear.
This is the bear. Tell me what you think of the bear. Yeah, look,
Yeah,
this is the bear.
It is the bear.
Yep, that's it.
It's amazing.
I know, exactly. Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I'm definitely pleased to be in the back roads again. I was suddenly getting lost in all the busy traffic and getting into that idea that you've got to get somewhere fairly quickly from point A to point B, from Porto to Lisbon. But this is kind of rather a much looser way of riding, which I particularly like. Yeah, you don't know where you're going and you're not quite sure where you're going to end up, so everything in between is a surprise. It's a kind of discovery, given that we've got GPSs, telephones, computers, all the rest of it, which kind of take away that sense of discovering something for yourself. It does it all for you. You plug in your GPS, you type in your booking.com into your phone, and you've got your Google Translate, so it just does it all. It takes you to where you need to go, and you really haven't had to do much thinking about it, and I miss that. When I travelled around the world on so many occasions, I never used the GPS, which I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I use it now and I like it, but sometimes you've got to switch the damn thing off. And look at a map. Find somewhere to sit, get your snap out, cook it, and then once you've rested, carry on.